Epic fucking failure. Failed like a loser who has to go to summer school. But this summer, man, there better be a lot of change. Guys, it's a special edition of the Milan Weekly Podcast. It's a Milan Coast to Coast tonight because it's me, it's Gio, and we had to bring our buddy Vince Mancini in. Stevie maybe will join us tonight. We'll see. Vinny T, well, his cup half full, glass half full, always positivity. You could throw that shit right out the fucking window tonight. This has been an embarrassment of epic proportions. And that's saying something. Because if you followed Milan for the last 16 years, you lived through the banter era. And god damn it, ladies and gentlemen, it feels like we are on the precipice of another one. So as you could see, epic failure for the season, losing 2-1 to Cagliari, and these are the jerk-offs on the screen we all can thank for it. Collectively, with the bums on the field, these assholes all brought us a horrific 2025-2026 campaign. Guys, I don't give a fuck if you're ready, all right? We're ready.
Milan Weekly Podcast presents Milan Coast to Coast with your host, Gio and Fabio.
Benvenuti nella casa Pone secca, goal! Come on, baby! Come on, baby!
What up, ladies and gentlemen? Listen, viewer discretion is advised. This is just a horrendous showing from Milan. I'm Fabio. Over there, all the way to the left, is my boy Gio. Of course, our friend Vince Mancini is here tonight. It is just an epic collapse tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We are not going to be positive. We're not going to say anything good. There's going to be a lot of yelling and screaming. But you know what? Maybe some people are numb out there. Maybe they saw it coming. Maybe they knew it all along. Fucking fortune tellers are out there. But you know what? I had faith until I didn't anymore. And you know what? The last couple of weeks, I said it after that Atalanta last. I had no faith in this team. They had no heart. Beating Lecce, whoever the fuck we beat 1-0 last week. I don't even remember. Was it Verona? I don't give a shit. Who cares? This was going to be the game that we had to come out, and maybe for about 2 minutes you looked like that. All right, this Milan might actually have something going on today. But immediately we were out right back to the same bullshit, and they go fucking right down the toilet. 20 minutes, we give up a tying goal, and then second half, well, what can we say? You know, people go out there, right, G? We're in other chats with people that follow the Premier League. They harass Arsenal in the set pieces. The set pieces pulled our pants down and pantsed us in front of the world. All right, we were horrendous today. Both goals given up on set pieces. I can't fucking take it. I can't take it. I hope to see fucking firings like they do in the NFL immediately the next morning. But I'm going to revert back to you, G, because I know you're just as disappointed as I am. What are your thoughts? Now, we don't need to go back and talk about who did what, report cards today. No. Failure across the board. You should be expelled from school. All fucking 11 of you, and the subs that came in who did nothing, and the coach, and the ownership, and the management. You're all a bunch of fucking bums. And if you have a difference of opinion today, maybe you like losers. Maybe you like watching your team go out there and make a fucking embarrassment of themselves. Gee, what's your fucking thoughts, bro?
Man, so look, man, this is what I'll put on Instagram. I said, sell everyone and fuck everyone at Milan now. It's fuck everybody. Anybody involved in the club right now, it's like, I don't know, I dislike them. And then shout out my brother Ale. He's in Italy right now, living the time of his life. He said, we need to see Milan burn in ashes for asshole owners to leave. And we laughing, not because we want to laugh, bro. If we don't laugh, we cry. You know, a poet named Drake said that. Okay, so he said that shit. He said that shit, and look, man, the disappointment of everything today, bro. We didn't even need to win. We just needed to draw, and we couldn't even do that. And then Cuomo going in. So now says Fabregas, he got the last laugh at us. Everybody is always laughing at us, and now it's like we don't know the direction. And then shout out what Skeeta, he said like, oh, we're gonna take a reflection about Allegri. What reflection, motherfucker? Like, bro, he gotta go. Why do we need 5 days? It's already bad. This summer's gonna be crazy. Like, we don't know who's gonna stay at the club or who's selling, who's going. But we don't got no Azuri in the World Cup, and then now we're gonna see this circus every other day at the World Cup. If it's a good game or not, we're gonna say, "Oh, this is who coming." We don't even know. We want DiVincenzo at the club. Who else? Vince Mancini at the club. Who else? Fabio, what's that coach that used to be a D'Antoni? Mike D'Antoni.
Oh, D'Antoni! Wow! Oh my God! Maybe you will play offensively at least. Then.
Like we don't even know who won at the club. Like we trying to steal players, but like to me, I think it's a lack of organization that we do. Like this season was gonna be big for us, Champions League, but we don't want that as a team. But to see a guy like a young kid who came up through the ranks, who loves Milan like we do, Bartasagi, grow, learn, and grow. And see that, but now like all this season is wasted on Batasagi's development because basically he did it for nothing. 6th place, man. Just disappointing, Fabio.
5th place, but that's neither here nor there. It doesn't really fucking matter what place. It's not top 4, right? And that's all we heard. Before Vince, you go, we got to give Anthony our love. See, this is what I'm talking about. Despite our team being utter trash, we have great people that tune in and give us their time. Anthony's always here, hitting us up with super chats. I don't care if Allegri goes. Furlani, Ibra, Moncada are the first executives that need to lose their jobs. 100%, Anthony. Thank you so much for your generosity. Super chats are open, guys. Vince, what are your thoughts, bro? I mean, this is disappointing, bro. It's just embarrassing.
No, it's with your intro. I'm listening to the intro right now. I'm like, it's hurting me, man. That's a dagger because you're listening to all these fantastic moments that recently happened. We literally had a fantastic foundation that was given to us. Well, not given to us, but earned with Maldini and Elliott and stuff 5 years ago. And now where are we? Back to square one all over again. So, but we're talking about people getting fired and everything, but nobody in this management has any fucking paluch. Like, come on, balls. Nobody's resigning. First person that should resign right now is Allegri right after the game. Because if you heard him the whole time, this whole season, our goal, top four, deflecting answers from winning a Scudetto, protecting the players, protecting club, top four. What happens? He made us look terrible as a team. He destroyed a lot of people's careers personally, I think, in a season. Like, he jeopardized the playing careers for a few of these players, I think. And on top of that, he failed the number one objective, which isn't a significantly challenging objective for a team like us. So why isn't he resigning right now or tomorrow? That's what I want to hear. And there should be other people resigning, and if not, fired. But before I pass it back to get your opinions on everything, even if these idiots are fired, with the direction that Jerry's kind of put this club, I'm still really concerned on who he's going to appoint to fix or fill these gaps. So yeah, this is a very, very scary time for us Milanisti.
Yeah, because basically we're looking at a year one rebuild, guys. Yeah. Every player that has value is going to be sold now. Because you're going to bring a new coach, a new sporting director, you're going to reset everything, right? Which should happen. It should happen. You know, we don't want to be late to the party. Like, look how Italy's so late to the party, and then they're suffering again. Milan, you go and you destabilize the entire club within 1 year of you owning it. Now, for the last 3 years, you've collectively decided things until this past season. You're bringing a sporting director. Supposedly, they're not all on the same page. They're buying players that are way out of value and then not knowing how to use them, which makes no sense whatsoever. You're bringing in aging superstars to try to provide some sort of veteran leadership, but you expect them basically to carry all the weight of the team. We have no striker to even think of. Our two best attacking players are wingers. We don't play them on the wing, and we've devalued both of them in one season.
There you go. Preach.
Insanity what we've done to this club.
Yep.
And you know what?
Listen, just
no,
devalue. The I would say the word of this season is devalued. There's so many characteristics that were devalued for Milan this year, and not just people on the pitch. We're talking about Milanismo. We're talking about the culture of the club. We're talking about the fans. We're talking about just our history. Like, devalued is such a big thing that we should be considering right now. And the crazy thing is, the big objective for Jerry is to buy this club and make it even more profitable so he can sell it and make more money. He's going in the completely wrong direction. He's going in the opposite direction. He's completely devalued this club. Do you think sponsors are going to want to buy into this? Exactly. Like, anyway, sorry for cutting you off.
the profit margin, people are mentioning it there. Like, honestly, not only are you robbing the team of Champions League money, right? But if you just compete for the title, you don't have to worry about Champions League. But we fell off a fucking cliff. When we look at the table later, we are so far behind again, first place. It just shows you we're not going from 8th to 5th is not an improvement for us. We are nowhere near the top. And Inter, who we beat twice this season, is not a great team. They're not a great team. They just have not destabilized their entire fucking club the way we have constantly. They have an owner come in, right? They're American too. I don't know if you guys know, Oak Tree is American. And they left it alone. Every coach needs to adapt to Serie A. Guess what Christian Kivu became this year? The first coach since fucking Mourinho to be an outsider and win the league. Isn't that special? It hasn't happened in 16 years. We bring in 2 Portuguese coaches. We can't figure nothing out. We got to go back to an Italian. And we chose probably one of the worst Italians. I'm sorry, I have to go back to it. I know people are gonna say, oh, Cortomuso, we were doing good in the beginning part of the season. But he failed his fucking objective, which is to finish top 4. And I'm sorry, if you want to be an Allegri apologist, the way some people can't let go that Jerry Cardinale owns this fucking team. We wish he would sell, guys, but he's devaluing his profit right now. Like, I don't know if this guy could get out and try to save face with his money aspect. Of course, I would hope he leaves, but you can't get rid of the owner. You're stuck with it, all right? But as teams who have shitty owners can finally turn it around, there's no reason to think Milan can't do it as well. You just need to put the correct people in place. But he hasn't done it, so he's an idiot like the rest of them. But Jesus Christ, like, we are so far behind, and I think one of the reasons is, again, we chose an option that was not the right one. I'm sorry. Yep. I'm sorry. Allegri does not play 2026 football. He wants it to be boring and slow as possible. Exactly, Husney. Rock Nation Husney. You know it's bad when you miss Pioli. At least we weren't this bad. Like, we were fighting. We were getting better, it looked like. We hit probably the precipice with him. But boy, if we fucking hit a downfall after. But I don't know, guys. Do you blame Allegri the way I blame Allegri right now?
100%. Did Allegri do anything good this year, to be honest with you? And I'm going to tell you why I don't think he did anything good this year. The first game we played versus, what was it, Camoranese? Did we win? No, we got embarrassed. And then afterwards we recovered, but was the recovery good? No, it was very, very terrible, boring games, showcasing players that were playing in the wrong positions, destroying that, relying on goals coming from nobody in the front line. Every game was either a draw for a significant period of time where we accumulated a lot of draws. We lost to terrible teams. Yes, the only positive, if you want to say it, that gave us a little bit of faith is we were beating the better teams earlier on. But what good did he do? As we got into 2026, it went further downhill because all of the other teams in Serie A finally caught up to us and they realized, okay, well, there is a way to beat this bullshit style of play. So, and then what happened for the last, I would say, 5 to 10 games? I think we lost 6 games out of the last 10. So why are we giving Allegri any credit? Because we had a undefeated portion for 21 games? Yes, with the majority of them being draws and 1-0 wins and players that shouldn't be playing and him not utilizing any of the depth that he was provided. I know not adequate. So why are we giving him any positivity right now? The guy failed us. And everybody knew he was going to do it.
What do you think, G, on Max? I mean, it feels like everybody's gonna be.
Max, like, to me, I mean, the only thing he did was give Bartasagi a chance. You know, he got rid of Purvis, but I mean,
bro, he gave Bartasagi a chance. Bartasagi doesn't come out looking like fucking $1 million. Earlier in the season, rumors of Arsenal willing to spend 40, 50, 60 million to buy him. You will never, ever hear those kind of conversations again if the kid keeps playing the way he has the last 2 months of the season. He looked terrible. So are you blaming Allegri for that, or are you just giving him the okay because Purvis was so bad that this guy had to play?
No, my thing is, Fabio, he was doing good. He went against his way of giving young youth talent a chance, but I don't know. It's just I don't know. Fofana again, Fabio, in the final third today, he was Bambi on ice, bro. I don't know. People said Ricci was bad, but at least if Ricci was shooting, bro, he would at least getting on target. How are you gonna be wide open and then you start doing the Macarena, bro, or start dancing some merengue on that, and then you slip over? I don't know what's going on, to be honest with you, Fabio. To me, it's sad because we don't know where we go from there. From now, we're not gonna. Okay, Conte is no longer at Napoli.
I like this one: 35%, 65% Red Bulls. All in all, probably Redbird should be 100%. But Max has his fingers all over this team. I'm sorry, the coach has to get you over the fucking line. I'm sorry, dude, you're a seasoned winner, right? But the last couple of seasons, you didn't look great at fucking Juve. Here's your chance. Show everybody. Look, we'll at least get to Champions League. That's what you opened your mouth and said to everybody. But I like this one, man. The reality is that the core players on this team are losers. Oh boy. You know what? I look at this. Not all of them, because Modric is a winner. Rabiot's won shit. Magnon and Leao. Pulisic, he won a Champions League. So I just feel like all of them in total, this team, we've been cursed since that thing with Maldini, man. I'm sorry. It's like he gave a fucking voodoo curse to us because we're not going to be good until somebody exercises these demons. And God damn it, we're looking at another fucking offseason of having to rebuild and restart and get rid of, somebody wrote it, honestly. Somebody wrote it. 90% of our fucking team needs to be rotated out. How the fuck can you have any, cohesion, some chemistry together if you constantly have to keep changing the whole team? And honestly, let's just go. All right, we're gonna do a wrap-up season pretty soon. I'm sure a wrap-up episode of the season. That's not gonna be tonight. It's too fresh. It's too much raw emotion. All right, but I don't know. Let me ask this question. I'll start with you, G. If today was Leao's last game as a Milan player, what are you feeling if that's the case?
I'm not feeling shit, bro.
You ain't feeling shit. He's cold. This motherfucker's cold.
Fabio, it's I appreciate the Scudetto, but after that Scudetto run, you were supposed to go to Vinny Junior Heights. And you didn't, bro. And you went to fucking Jared Bowen Heights. I think West Ham just got relegated today. So I'm just telling you that. To me, it's like I don't know, Fabio. I mean, I think like Jerry showed, like we're showing Jerry, like, bro, you had the blueprint, but you just let it go because of Furlani. And then Furlani's job is not even like in jeopardy. I don't know what CEO right hand man is fucking up the last 2 years, and they, oh no, he's doing a great job. What great job is, like, we're a Serie A club. We're not making any profit unless we're selling. And we don't even know what direction. I think there was a direction that me and Timmy said, okay, Ryan at Bournemouth. We've been chasing him for 2 summers. I think it's a perfect replacement for Leao if he goes this summer. But then you have a replacement. But now it's like, okay, you're expecting, let's say we're going to the Portuguese league. We get a new up and coming winger, fast pace, everything. Now you're expecting like a 21, 22-year-old to be like, okay, bro, you got to be like fucking Messi and take over this whole team. Like that's happens when you have no direction. Instead of getting Ryan, letting him build for a year and a half, and then boom, okay, Leao, this your last season. We didn't win the Campeonato. We're in Champions League. We got this money. We got to retool. We're going to sell you for 70, 80 million. But right now, I don't think nobody's offering Leao. Leao is going for like a
million.
No, I'm saying if we were in Champions League and then we had another guy up and coming, but now they're saying they're giving Leao's like a number 10, 502 cheeseburgers at McDonald's with some fries and a Diet Coke. That's what he's going for. I'm being honest, Fabio. Or he going for the number 4 at White Castle, bro.
Oh my God, that White Castle, bro. No way, not the belly bombers. No way. No, but it's just so depressing to me. One, that this guy at one point, right, just a few years ago, was valued at $150 million. They had the audacity to put that level in his clause or whatever, in his contract. To me, it's disappointing, bro. I feel like we did not try to even use him and so in the correct way of playing him on the wing. And he's semi-injured the whole season. That's what everybody, oh, he looks injured. Oh, maybe he is injured. Oh, he's not 100%. But he goes out there and plays. He's got him playing center forward. I don't know. To me, he's still the guy that was the main catalyst of why we won in 2022. Yep. You could say whatever you want about, Tonali and Benacer and Kessie, having them trio as our midfield, of course, with Lord Krunic. Krunic played a lot of valuable games in the end. But, Giroud and Leao were the reason we won that season. It was them too, for sure. You can... Okay. I would say that. But
no,
what do we have?
I'm sorry. I want Giroud back, Fabio, and I was just...
I know, shocking. This guy's scoring in France. What the hell are we doing with bums that can't do anything? We should have kept this guy the whole time. Come on. We're getting ridiculous here. All I'm saying is that I look at Leao and I hate to see that possibly this is how we went out. Like, to me, it makes me depressed to see a guy we got in 2019. We keep him until 2026, and then we get this feeling like we held on to this guy too long. And perfect
perfect segue for this, Fabio, because there's a lot of factors. Like, listen to me. I am not the biggest Leao supporter, and I lost all of my faith with him when I was at the Derby this year, and I literally saw that fuck walk for at least 75 minutes of the game. You don't, as a player in the Derby, you don't walk, especially for more than 75% of the game. But I want to say this, that there's a lot of factors that contributed to where Leao is today. There is the personal factors where he is a father now and an unexpected father of twins. So there's a change in the family. Then there's other factors where he's literally played for 4 coaches in the last 3 years, is it? So that's another factor. He has now played with a club that has been really destabilized for the last 3 to 4 years. That's
and he stuck it out. He hasn't necessarily been piping up to leave. We had that when Mike the last season, but he came through, he signs a contract. I guarantee Mike is one of the first people out after the World Cup, guys. Guarantee it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
He's not going to stay. He's not going to stay. To see like a third rebuild, he's out. He's out.
He deserves better, to be honest with you. Like, I hate saying it, and I feel like I've heard it from a few other people. I don't want to see Mike, who's in his prime right now. He's not young, who's the French international goalkeeper, stay at a club that's not going to win him shit for probably another 2 to 3 years. If anything, we might get a Coppa Italia, and that's a big fucking leap. Like, that's a big ask. But we ain't winning shit for 3 or 4 years, man.
Yeah, again, it's a really bleak way forward. We really need to see. I'm hoping for vast amount of change, but let's just go through this really quickly because we have obligations. Oh, that's not the right one. Hold on. Oh, there's G. Let's get that out of there. Oh, and again, we're not ready. I apologize. This FUBU segment is brought to you by FUBU Canada. Serie A recap here. Match day 38 started with Fiorentina taking on Atalanta. They split 1-1. Again, good on Palladino getting it. Atalanta got a new logo switch up. I don't know if you guys saw that. That dropped during the week. Did you see? Atalanta's logo is very shampoo-esque. You know what I'm saying? Any thoughts on this one? But I know this is your boy, Gio Palladino.
Now they saying that we want Palladino, Fabio. I mean, I don't think Palladino has proved anything. Hop in the hop. He's looking like a back on fig worker. But at the end of the day, Fabio, like all these games meant nothing this week, except for the people that were challenging for Champions League places.
Well, so I hear you. Okay, fair enough. It's true. It didn't mean anything, but it's just Bologna tied 3-3 to the champions Inter. Lazio.
This was a good game.
You liked it? Any thoughts on this one, guys?
Fireworks, man. That's all I'm gonna say. I didn't think Bologna was gonna come back and tie the game, but hey, I thought Inter was gonna cruise when they went up. So, but hey, it looks like they're on champagne mode.
Yep. I'm just impressed that they actually came out. Like, I wasn't expecting that from them, but again, this shows a championship team. They gave a shit this year. They weren't the greatest team, but they deserve to be champions. Unfortunately, I hate saying that.
And you know what? We got to give it to them. I mean, fucking 6 goals. Here we go. Lazio finishing strong with the win, at least. You know, a lot of turmoil over there, but they at least get the win 2-1 over Pisa. Parma got of course, Sassuolo can't beat Parma. We can't beat Parma either. Or Sassuolo 1-0 to Parma there. And then Napoli doing what they're supposed to do, locking down the second spot, winning 1-0 over Udinese. And then let's go to the next game. Here's the games that matter, the bottom games. Cremonese taking a 4-1 bludgeoning at home by Como and basically locking up their relegation as they finish in 18th place. The other team that was prepping for relegation was Lecce, but they handled their business 1-0 over Genoa. Let's talk of these games. I mean, obviously we couldn't really watch Como because we were watching Milan at the same time. But what were your thoughts seeing them defeat Cremonese, guys?
They did their job.
Dalinga scored a hat trick. Yeah, man. Like, these guys is playing football. You know, all that turmoil of us dissing them during the week. Like, oh, you could have 90% possession. And then they beat us, Fabio. That's how bad our club looks at the end of the day. Allegri laughing at Cesc Fabregas. And look who's laughing now, bro. He's laughing at us. Because he's like, ha, 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 ha. And it's just crazy.
Well said. This sucks. Honestly, when I saw Como sneak into 4th, it made me sick for a lot of reasons. And the biggest reason is Como is doing exactly what we did with Maldini right now. They've got a project. It's a really good project. Of course, they don't have any Italians playing for their team, which is kind of shit. But look at them now. They're a team that has money. They've got a pretty good foundation. They've got ownership group that is willing to spend money. They just got a shitload of money in their coffer for making the Champions League right now. And on top of that, this is a huge boost morally for them. Like, that's a team right now that probably didn't expect to make Champions League this early and do it right now. And they're in the Champions League and they're probably celebrating the shitload of fucking stuff in the change rooms right now, making it. So this one makes me sick because this is what we should be. And even further advanced. So wake up.
We are not. All right. So obviously, next game, Milan losing to Cagliari. And then next game was the Turin derby, Torino, 2-2 over Juve, costing Juve the Champions League spot. And then Verona losing at home 2-0 to Roma. Roma locking up their Champions League spot and jumping actually into third place. Disgusting, guys. What are your thoughts about Juve and Roma in their two games?
Well, Juve, we know where we're up and down, but Roma, man, a guy that we chased for a long time, Daniel Mullen. Remember, we've been linked to him for like 4 to 5 years, and then Roma get him, and then he's basically the one that puts them in front, so they qualify for the Champions League. Now we gotta hear what's his name, Lupo laughing at us right now. He going crazy at us.
Yeah, he's probably back. He came off that Twitter like a hiatus that they usually go through.
Yeah, man. And the only Juventini I feel sorry for is Alexa, man. Dang, we both depressed in the same day, bro. It kicked in. I thought Juve was gonna make it, but thank you, Torino. Thank you, Adams, for scoring the header in the 84th minute to tie the game. But just disappointing how all these players that we want, they're contributing to other Serie A clubs, and we're just wanting players with no knees.
Yeah.
Yep. Mullen scored 14 or 15 goals, I think, this season. Like that's
I think something
crazy.
like that, yeah.
And that's he came in January. He came in January.
And the guy we picked up in January had 1 goal. Unbelievable scouting. Unbelievable
he had
scouting.
A pretty cool smile. His buck teeth smile was fun to look at.
Well, here's how the table finishes up. Inter top, of course, with 87 points. Napoli second. Roma third. Como fourth. Milan 70 points in fifth. 17 points off the top spot. Pathetic. We will be playing. Get your Thursdays lined up, ladies and gentlemen, because we're heading back to the Europa League. As we mentioned on the bottom part, and joining us at the Europa League will be Juventus and Atalanta playing Conference League. All right, so Cremonese gets the bottom spot with Verona and Pisa already relegated. So bye-bye, Cremonese. Good thing we gave them all 3 points in week 1. And ladies and gentlemen, that has been your FUBU segment of the week. All right, boys. Let's all right. You look back at this season. Is there any positive that you see? Is that I don't know how to pull a Vinny half glass full at the end here. I really don't, because I am just fucking furious with this fucking team for being so bad and crawling to the most pathetic 5th place when you could have at least finished fucking second. I mean, I don't know. Guys. It's really tough to sit back and think about Milan and what we're going to do. And the World Cup is here right around the corner. And if you're an Italian fan, you're not getting to see that, right? If you're an American fan, are you excited to see Christian Pulisic there? I'm not quite sure. So, kind of just what are your thoughts, bro? Let's start with you, G. Come on. I know the World Cup lost its luster without Italy, but how you feeling with what's to come? Because we're not going to get like constant bullshit about Milan. It's going to be all about the World Cup for the next month, sprinkled in with bullshit behind for Milan. So where are you sitting right now? How you feeling?
Nah, we the kings of summer, Fabio. We've been a clown show for the last since we fired Maldini. We're on the shit show, Fabio. I'm not gonna make you forget anything. I was in Hawaii cruising, and them motherfuckers is doing stupidity. So it's gonna be the same thing. You're gonna see a shocking game in the World Cup, and then Jerry Cardinale, the fake ass Hobbit himself, Furlani, is gonna do something even better. He's probably gonna sell Mike for a penny or something like that. That's how stupid this guy is.
I hope not.
Like, what is it to look for? The only thing we look forward to is like meeting with our clubs, sharing the same pain with each other, because that's all we have. I'm glad like this time now we have each other, because in the banter area, we didn't really have each other. I mean, there were some clubs and stuff like that, but it wasn't social media big like it is now that we could link up with other people. If I'm in Chicago right now, I just look up Chicago. But like,
Yeah.
what are we gonna do? Where are we gonna start? I've always said it, and I said it last time when I was with Stevie P. Inter is successful because they haven't sold their spine. And I told everybody, when are we gonna pick our spine? Now this whole week, about Milan fans too. We've been seeing the videos about Theo, with the prostitution girls and all that stuff. Okay, that's fine. Okay, look, Fabio, that's
Whoa,
fine. But
whoa,
now
I'm
you're
not
like,
saying it's fine. All I'm saying, I think that's misleading because I believe his girl is in the video. So
yeah,
they're
okay,
all
okay.
prostitutes. There's girls there hanging out. I mean, what's going on? Like again, how do they know they're prostitutes? They saw money exchanged to something.
More
What proof? We
Milan
could just
Twitter
say
says
anything anymore.
Mi-
Milan Twitter.
Milan. They were
And you
saying
know
like,
what?
oh,
I'm
that's
sorry, guys. If that's when they were playing well, maybe we're missing the recipe for the special sauce. All right? Get them some balloons, get them some fucking entertainment, and let's do something worthwhile. Because I don't know. I don't know what these guys are doing. They're rapping or fucking going out
yeah, yeah.
barbecuing together. I don't know what's going on. But Jesus Christ, we got to do something, bro. But I
But
want to just
everybody's like, this is why we're failing. This is why Theo fell off. You're worrying about the wrong things. And now it's Champions League. Oh, we missed Champions League. Oh, now let's start hitting on the management. Let's start doing that. We were the first one to call out the lion. The lion, I don't know, where is he? Did they tranquilize him in the zoo or something right now? Because we don't know what's gonna happen right now, Fabio. Like right now, we don't know. We know that Leao and Pulisic are gone. We know that
I don't
Modric
know.
is
Hold on. Let's pause right there because we don't know Pulisic is gone. I think everybody has this feeling like we're gonna move on from Leao, but again, we still have them on the contract. If we can't find a deal and they don't want to leave and they're just willing to sit out their contract because
they
nobody
going
else
to
is gonna
Saudi
come offer
Arabia,
him, bro.
Fabio. They going to
Saudi
Saudi Arabia.
Arabia, bro. You guys are bugging. No
Leao
way.
is the one who's the least likely to want to actually get the fuck out of Milan. The guy's living the dream right now. He's in fashion capital of the world. He's all about fashion. He loves hip hop. They've got a huge, crazy hip hop scene. His family and his kids were born in Milan. You think he wants to leave and go to like Manchester United and spend time eating their shit food and having their weather?
Yeah,
He
but
is
they're gonna
so
play
happy
Champions
to
League
tell you.
football and they could probably
It doesn't
pay
matter
him.
to him though. Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
With
the
Leao,
money matters, my friend.
money,
If it's like
exactly.
$4
The
or
money,
$5
yes.
million more a year, then
Yeah.
I don't know why they would pay him that. He doesn't look valuable for $7,
True.
whatever the hell he's getting paid now. So, but again, he's
But
on
that's
a
what I'm saying.
he's
It's
on
going
a
to be
drip,
hard to
bro.
sell. But that's what I'm saying. It's going to be.
That's why we might get stuck with the garbage we have. And I know it's terrible
Fabio,
to
the
say.
only club that wants him is Barcelona, and they're gonna pay us with monopoly money. Why would we sell it to Monopoly themselves? Like they're gonna give us monopoly money, and then Jerry Cardinale is gonna believe that Furlani is able to catch that fake monopoly check.
You know what's hilarious, bro? Honestly, there's like we're talking about selling a player. Who's selling him? Is it Furlani? Is he involved in this? Like he better be gone already. He better be gone already. I want to see new people there who maybe can take a Leao and turn him around. Who maybe can take a Pulisic and bring him on the up. Like, let's get this fucking team and our best players on the same path again. But we're not. We're doing all the wrong things. The guys we're picking up for the money we're picking up just doesn't make sense. We need to see if they fire Furlani, if they fire fucking Ibra, if they get rid of Moncada, and we flush everybody out. Even Allegri. Allegri's got to go. If you're going to get rid of Tade, you're going to bring somebody else new in. You start over from scratch then. Let's just hope they know how to fucking pace it together quickly. Yeah. All right? Otherwise, we're going to have a 3, 4, 5-year project again, which we're going to struggle again next season. And if it doesn't work well, everybody's always reactionary. We want to see like advanced change, but we tried 2 coaches last year. We at least won the Super Cup, but we failed embarrassingly in the Coppa Italia. Change everything again. Bring in a fucking sporting director. Bring in a coach that's had success, and we fall flat again. It's like here we are again, back at the fucking same starting point that we were last year. We're not in Champions League. And we don't look like we have a good team right now.
Root
Yeah,
cause
and-
analysis. Root cause analysis. It comes down to one thing and one thing only. There's no cohesion
Definitely
amongst
does.
the whole organization. There's no synergy.
No.
There's the owner doesn't know what he wants. The four idiots that are in the middle don't know what they want. The players are just as confused. I think I said this last podcast. There's with no cohesion and no synergy amongst the entire organization, it leads to what we're seeing on the field right now. That's the big thing.
That's 100%. They're definitely not in sync. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. And today was another fucking show how pathetic this team has become.
Can I
how
ask you
far
guys
we
a
have fallen.
question?
Yes.
What is Bonetti said? Because I didn't want to look at his tweet or anything. Because he's been on like the bandwagon of Pioli and all this stuff. So I just wanted to see what he said, if he could give us some encouraging words. Because I think
No, there was no encouraging words. I saw what he posted earlier, and
because me and Josh are on the same boat. Like, it's like I don't understand. Like, bro, you had a blueprint, but now Furlani back-to-back seasons has failed in getting us to the objective. Because let's be honest, they don't want Scudetto. They know that Champions League, and then when you start getting into the Champions League every year, you start making more and more money. So I mean, but now it's like 2 years now. The Europa League tickets are like $10, €10 to sit front row. How are you gonna make that much money? And then you put it on a school night, they might even give you a little discount. Because I see it on Twitter, $5 Europa League. Nobody's gonna want to go to those games, Fabio. Like, this is just like sad. We don't know what players are gonna stay, but Mike is out, bro. Mike is leaving.
He's peaceful.
Yeah, that's it, bro. But I mean, but they don't even have a plan, Fabio. They don't have a plan for anything that they have. And I think now is starting to show up like big time. You don't have a plan. If you had a plan, you would be able to like deal with these disasters, but you don't. You just one of the guys that Furlani got, Fabio, he retired, bro. And then the other guy got messed up knee. So like come on, bro. How you not, bro? And then like what is the reflection for 5 days? Like, you need more likes on your Twitter page or whatever. And I want to say something to the admin on Instagram and Twitter, that the person that wrote no excuses. I bet you they're gonna fire him today. They fired his ass today. They not agreeing what he put, bro. But that's, you could tell that he's a Milanista, and that's how he felt. Like, no excuses, like lost for words, bro. Lost for words, like, and that's what it is, Fabio. He's getting fired. That is not something that these clowns would want to see. No excuses. Like, word lost for words. What do you want to put? Like, thank you, the fan. No, you're not thanking us, bro. You just shattered our dreams.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I want to ask you guys this, right? If you look at the team in general, who are the players that you think deserve to come back next season? All right. Now we're not talking about who you want to sell, this, that, but who do you think did enough this season and reflect in a way that you want them to be a part of next season? Is that a nice way of framing my question? Let's start with you, Vince Mancini. Who do you want? And I'll give you maybe like a little, let's just do 5. All right. Let's not get out of hand, start naming fucking half the squad. Yeah. Give me 5 people that you think 100% need to be, coming back according to you.
Okay. Well, that's a slim picking right there. So I would say Maignan 100%. Like, if we can hold on to him, that's going to be fantastic. He's our leader right now. I would say he's one of the best goalkeepers in the world. I don't mind Atakami. I think he's got potential. And I think if we hold on to him, he's a person that can grow. And he's young, so I wouldn't mind holding on to him. Pavlovic is. I'm thinking about him, but then I saw his performance today and saw what he did to lead to the goal, the tying goal.
No,
today,
but he got a lot of goals this year. I think Pavlovic would be on my list.
That's why and that's what makes me lean to that side. It's just, if we can he's still young too. He looks like an old guy, but he's still young. So he's another guy that I'd like to hold on to. Pulisic, to be honest, because I think he just needs a foundation. When he's playing for a club that actually has a solid foundation, players that work around him, and he actually plays in a tactical environment that works for him and suits his playing style, I think he'll wake up again. I just don't think this year, and working under Allegri helped him out. So he would be another one. And then finally, Rabiot. If Rabiot can stay, I
Rabiot
would be
probably
so
the
happy.
MVP.
Yeah, 100%. Young, still got a few good years in him. He did a great job for us, but he's one of those players like Mike where does he want to stay at a club like this? Or can he peace out and actually go to a club that will win him a trophy or get him some actual paper? So
Maybe.
that's my 5.
What about you, G? Who's your 5 that you'd want to keep?
I want to. Do you know what's Fabio? Next year at DM, I'm gonna put the pressure on this kid, but Christian Komoto has to start the whole season. I think the kid Fabio. No, stop. You and Vinny, bro, like you on some bullshit all the time. Fabio,
I'm talking about the players that are on the fucking active roster, not the guys that's gonna come back.
No, Fabio, don't worry about what I'm saying. I'm just saying Christian Komoto.
This is G-Steez.
Like, come on, man. Like, let me just get my
Let him
guy
go.
in.
Go.
He needs to give him the keys, bro. The kid wants it, bro. He's been saying it. My dream, my dream, my dream. So let's get it. I would look Batasagi because he needs to grow next season. I'm a Gabia really disappointed me, but I'm like 50-50 with him right now. And then I mean, I want Modric to stay, give us one more year because we need that. We need Rabiot. And then I don't know if to be honest with you. Magic, but Magic is gone, bro. So I don't even want to put to Magic. Magic is leaving. He's either gonna go to Chelsea or he's gonna go to PSG 1 year, and that's it. They're gonna go and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't.
Jashari or Ricci or Slumbo.
We're gonna get we're gonna get peanuts for Jashari. I don't care that he broke his leg, bro. Zidane 2.0 is looking like Poli 2.0. You remember Poli? We paid like 20 million for it. Oh my god, bro. We paid 20 million. Oh my god. This crazy, Fabio. I don't know where we go. But I just now is the key. I think people have been saying that. I think Steiny has said that Coach Areola, he's good, Steiny, but I think he wants another big club is going to come in for him. But to me, it's now build the core. We got Komodo right there. He can learn from Modric. Then we got Batasagi as the defender. And then we got, what's that guy, Fabio name? He's a generational talent. The Italian kid that we stole from somebody. You know him. We got to build. That's got to be our core.
Oh, Cisse or whatever?
Cisse, bro. Like, we got to build. And we don't know what Camarda right now because they want to loan him again. This is like no plan, bro. Look at Zeroli. Now this year, Zeroli got playing time at Juve Stabia. And look, he's performing now.
He scored a goal in their playoff, I believe. Yeah.
Come on, Can I ask a question to everybody here?
Of course.
Camarda. Would you, now that our season has pretty much been destroyed and we're starting from scratch again, I would say give Camarda a starting shot in this next upcoming season. Like, we're probably going to look for a cheap-ass striker. We have a striker.
I think we're going to be stuck with Nkunku because we're not going to be able to offload him anywhere. Nobody's going to take him.
Yeah.
We could sell Jimenez. Probably going to take a loss there. Fulkrug's going, bye-bye, sayonara. We're not keeping him. And who else do we have at striker?
Relegated. Fabio, he got relegated today, Fulkrug. He's going to the
bye-bye to the championship, bro. Wow, that's probably where you belong. That's probably where you belong because you weren't a top flight shit. All right, get him out of here. He's a bum. But
for how many players didn't get called up to their national teams from our team? Yeah, that's the
our team is not good. Yeah, Rabiot got called up. Magnon got called up. They were arguably our best 2 players. Modric got called up, and he's fucking my age. I mean. Everybody, actually, me and Gio's age, we're the same age. He's going to be 41 this year as well. And we got this guy starting every fucking game. And we think we're going to handle it in the future. Jashari, I don't know about this kid, bro. He looks so insane the last couple of weeks. And Ricci, man, how can you not get picked over Fofana? You're worse than Fofana, bro? Then maybe you should have been on a Torino level team. Because you're not good enough for Milan. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I love my uncles in here. The Juventus are not happy either. You know, I thought Juve was bad. Milan's worse. Give me a fucking break. You know what?
Vincenzo,
Both-
man, it's
They
crazy.
both stink, and that's the state that we're in. The team like Como is moving into the Champions League. They have no Italian, but they have an idea of how to play a more attacking and appealing football to watch. I bet you most Como fans would say that compared to the bullshit we had to watch this year. And Roma with Gasperini, again, Gasperini is able to take a team and get them to the next level the same way he did with Atalanta. He's a decent coach, and he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. And Conte, with all the headache, they still finished second place. Just a ridiculous season. But
This
I want
yeah,
to.
Gasparini is at Roma. Shit, man. Oh
Yeah.
my god, even worse today. Oh, thank you for the reminder, Fabio.
You're welcome.
But does Nico Pass stay at Como now that they qualify for the Champions League and Real Madrid?
I don't think so. I think Real Madrid have him.
No,
It
they're
doesn't
gonna-
matter. They're going to take the money they just made by qualifying for the Champions League, and they're going to put like two better players to fill in the void because they still play good even when Nico Paz is not in the lineup. They're a good team. You know, again, they're not run by complete idiots the way we have been the last couple of years. So they're going in the right direction. We are trending downward. It's nice. It's real nice. Roma got better. Como got better. Milan, Juve fall back. Napoli, we'll see what they become because they're going to lose their coach anyway. But all in all, I just want to echo one thing as we start to kind of wrap this up. The things you can support, despite you hating the management, hating the team at times, having to watch this bad football, is you support your local club if you can. I'm a part of the New York City club. Gio, of course, SoCal. Vince, even though he lives in Winnipeg, he's a proud member. Where the hell is the hat?
Toronto, baby.
Milan
Let's
Club
go.
Toronto, baby. So, guys, go out there. At least I know next season might be more bullshit. We'll see what happens with Jerry and these fucking idiots. Hopefully, a lot of people get fired. But the one thing you can always count on is your local clubs. Go however you can. If you want to start one in your own club, reach out to other people. Everybody really usually has a wonderful time being able to suffer not alone at your house, but have some sort of avenue. If you haven't already and you want, maybe you're living somewhere in Bumblefuck, Alabama. Who knows? And there's not a Milan club, whatever, mobile near you. Subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date with all the times we're going live. Smash the like button if you haven't already. Hit the bell. You'll get all the times we're going live. And guys, we appreciate everybody who's been here. Of course, the super chats. Final words here. We're into our fucking extra time before we say goodbye. So Vince Mancini will give you the final minute. Let's go, bro.
I'm sad right now. I'm depressed, and I don't even want to think about culture anymore. Thank God this season's over. That's really it.
fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Gio.
I don't- But
No, I'm sorry, go ahead.
one other thing I would like to say is just like Fabio said, the greatest thing, and Gio mentioned it, banter has sucked. A lot of people had to deal with it alone. So find a club, get involved, watch it with friends. You know, just the best thing is like staying with people. And one more thing, big shout outs to that Milan podcast with Martino and Matt, because they did a broadcast right after the game. And if you got a chance to watch it, some of the stuff they were saying was really on point. So if you haven't had a chance to watch them, really great content. Highly recommend.
Absolutely.
And, yeah.
Friends of the channel. We always give Martino and Matt love. G,
Much love,
what's
guys.
your parting shot, my friend? Come on.
My parting shot is they always get me, Fabio, for the game one of next season. I'm gonna be like a kid going into high school, my first day of school. I'm gonna be excited because I get to see my guys, you know, Lode and my brother Ale, who's always like their support, Jonathan, you know, Spencer, you know, Vartan, you know, these guys, you know, we build like a brotherhood, and that's why we do it, man. We go and we support the team, whether we like it or not, you know, so we do that. And it's just disappointing now because I thought you know, the least they could give us every year is Champions League football. Look at this. This is what I wore today, Fabio. Imagine this. You know, this was after we conquered. Like, come on, after Istanbul, there's always
Tomorrow,
but
the next season is the 20-year anniversary. We're not even going to be a part of the fucking tournament. Isn't that nice?
Just disappointed. What about you, Fabio? Head us out the show, man.
First
We
of
need
all,
this.
always big up to my club, Milan Club New York. If you don't follow us on Instagram, please go give us a follow over there. And I mentioned it before. We're on 33rd and 5th Avenue in Legends Bar, the Football Factory. Come check us out. We will be having things when the new season starts, but you got to stay tuned here. Please subscribe if you haven't. Guys, it's just therapy. It's just pathetic. Pathetic. Didn't I make a bet about dressing like Ronald McDonald if we didn't make the fucking Champions League? And surprise, surprise, we didn't fucking make it. You think I wanted to win that bet? I'm out. I'm fucking miserable. I was happy to dress like Ronald McDonald. Didn't happen. Didn't happen. You want to know why? Because our team stinks. And we saw it all along. And I've said there was a moment earlier in the season I thought, oh, maybe we could have turned things around. But as soon as you get that little bit of hope, all right? And I'm sorry, guys. I know that you might think you're so smart and you saw it all along. But hope is all we have in sports, all right? And if you don't hope and fucking love your club, whatever sport it is, if you don't believe, what the fuck you watching sports for then? I'm a casual. I'm not a casual. I'm a diehard. All right. And I wake up at all times, watch this fucking club. This club ruins my weekend. I was going to go see Chris Pulisic tomorrow. I'm not going. Why do I want to go? Why? What? Why do I want to go? So I can take a picture, look like a fucking asshole? Oh, I'm so happy. Here's Chris Pulisic. Oh, I'm so happy. I hope you have a great World Cup. Fuck you, asshole. It's going to be raining outside. I got to drive over an hour and a half. What the fuck? You know why I don't want to do it? Because you didn't show up today. You and the other fucking 24 bums, her fucking guys are on the roster. None of you showed up. None of you had the balls to fucking do anything to get this team over the line. I'm sorry. I got no love for nobody today. Nobody. And if you think I'm going to go all the way to Manhattan, Christian Pulisic, to see your sorry ass take a picture and fucking say, oh, yeah, look, I got a picture. Oh, like, so people are going to be like, oh, you happy now? Yeah, I'm not happy. I'm not happy, and I'm not fucking going all the way over there just to see this guy. But if you want to, he's on Fulton Street at the South Street Seaport. Have a great time in the rain. Tell him thanks for nothing. What happened? As soon as you forgot how to fucking get laid, you fucking give him a balloon. And Cuckoo got the wrong balloon. We don't want to see him fucking blown up. We want to see you hitting him. Because that's the only time we were good. Call Theo. Maybe he can do some after hours with our guys. Give him a little inspiration. These guys are heartless, worthless, useless. Thank you all for watching. Check us out next time. Forza Milan sempre. Ovunque sempre.
Forza Milan.
Forza Milan.
Forza Milan.
Let's go.